Hello, my loves. Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it is your first time here, my name is Lizzie, and here we talk about spirituality, angels, quantum healing, and so much more. So if any of that is of interest to you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, because I post videos weekly and I'm here to help you navigate your spiritual journey. So today I felt very called to share what my experience has been like discovering and locating an entity that was attached to my energetic field. Entities, there's actually multiple that was attached to my system, how I located this, brought this to the light, and removed it from my life. It has definitely been a roller coaster of a journey, but looking back at everything in hindsight, I now truly understand why I had to experience everything the way that I did. And it is so that I could share this wisdom with you all and this healing with you all as well. I used to be someone that was so love and light, love and light, love and light. And I still am very much connected to love and connected to light, but with a better understanding and a deeper understanding that contrast isn't something to be afraid of. The darkness is not something to be afraid of. We came here as earthly beings to experience the contrast of life, which includes the darkness and how it doesn't have power over us. How we come here to learn that the darkness really does not have power over us and how to transcend from it so that we can carry and feel even higher levels of light. As some of you may know that have been following me for a while now, I went through a very, very intense health journey last year. It brought me to my knees. It was one of the hardest experiences I've ever gone through in this lifetime, and I would not wish it upon anyone. But this experience really broke new ground for me to grow and evolve as a spiritual being. I truly learned that energy healing can truly heal you. And the 3D, there's so much more than meets the eye. If something isn't working physically, there's an energetic component that needs to be addressed. In addition to this lesson, I also learned that negative energy can latch itself onto you if you're not protecting your energetic field or if you're in a lower vibrational state. This is what happened to me. I was in such a dark place with my health. I was in such a fear mindset. I was scared. My physical vessel was truly suffering. I was in pain. I could barely walk. And these fears started to creep in where I even questioned, am I ever going to make it out of this? Is this what my life is going to be like moving forward? What does the future hold for me, really? And coming from someone that is just naturally a positive person, this was a lot for me. It was the first time where I didn't feel optimistic and I was really spiraling. And a lot of it is because of the health journey that I was going through, but I got myself to that place. I now understand that it didn't need to get that dark and spiral down for me to have the lessons that I learned from it. But again, everything happens for a reason, and we are all earthly beings doing our absolute best. But yes, I definitely was at a lower vibrational state, and it took a lot of effort to connect back to the light. But when I was at a lower vibrational state, I started attracting lower vibrational energy my way to where it would start to form into a bigger and bigger energy. If you have not seen my video on thought forms yet, I'll link it up here, but I explain a little bit more about how when we feed into fear, when we feed into insecurities or into things that just don't feel good, we're actually creating an entity ourselves. And this energy is going to attract other low vibrational energies towards it to create a bigger, bigger ball of negative energy. And this is something that you can call an entity, you call it whatever you want. You can call it the darkness or a cloud hanging over you. But this is something that I actually generated myself from being at a lower vibrational state. People can also send negative energy your way, and when you're at a lower vibrational state, then you are going to have to be careful about that energy that is coming into your field, making sure that you protect it. I was not taking care of my energetic field at all, which allowed this negative energy to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And it started to cause a lot of disruption in my life. It caused a lot of confusion. It caused a lot of pain, not just in my life, but in the people in my life as well. My family was going through a really tough time seeing me in pain. And then that brought even more pain in my life because it doesn't feel good watching the people that you love being in pain, watching you in pain. It got to the point where things got so dark for me that I questioned if it would be even worth it to stay here because of how much pain I felt that I was causing others and how much pain I was in myself. But I quickly snapped out of this and connected back to my angels, connected back to the light, connected back to my own energy of remembering why I'm here in the first place, remembering that there's always a lesson with any struggle. And it took a lot of effort, but that sliver of light that I held onto, I would tend to it every single day through prayer, through sending myself energy healing, through affirmations, through connecting back to love with my family. This allowed the light to grow. And in doing so, it would shed light on any darkness and it would start to starve this negative energy, these negative entities, because these negative entities don't stand a chance when the light starts to enter. This definitely took commitment. It took a lot of faith and also a lot of patience. But before I knew it, I was starting to heal. Slowly but surely, I was starting to heal. I was gaining weight again. For context, everything that I was eating, nothing was absorbing. I was about 60 pounds, and I already made a video about explaining what that Western medicine, naturopathic medicine, there was nothing in the 3D realm that could save me. It was truly a spiritual initiation that was happening for me, and I needed to see it through myself. Over the course of a year, my body started to come back to homeostasis. It started to come back to wholeness. Mind, body, and spirit started to come back into harmony again. I was gaining weight again. I could walk again. I was feeling like myself again. And I am so, so grateful that I got to this place. I mean, a year ago today, I was sitting in a hospital, staring out of a window, just watching people walk by, wondering if my life would ever change, knowing that it would change. And I would start to envision what my life would look like. I would envision my life with my family. I would envision traveling again. I would envision moving to Bali. And now I'm in Bali. So a lot can happen in a year. Keep the faith. That is truly your precursor to miracles. I'm going to remind you to keep the faith. Whatever it is that you're going through, there is a light at the end of the tunnel if you are willing to continue to connect to the light. Now, as far as how I discovered there was an entities attached to my energetic field, this actually wasn't until I was in recovery. This wasn't actually until my body was feeling vibrant and whole again. But I knew that there was still a dense energy that was lurking around, and I could just feel it. It did not feel angelic. It didn't feel like it was from the light. It was almost this jokester energy that would try to confuse me. And there were times in my life, there were situations where I was like, I'm pretty sure this is not my angels talking to me. This is not guidance that feels like it's from the light. And I would question it. And the more that I questioned it, the more that I could feel that this energy was also fading away because I was bringing it to awareness. I finally now understand that this energy was just lurking around. It's just bits and pieces still from my health journey, even though a lot of it was released from the work that I've done, the self-healing that I've done. There was still some darker energy lurking around. And it's because there was a lot of energy of negative energy that I fed into it over the course of a year of this health journey, of feeding into fear, of feeding into these negative thoughts. It created this energy that was still lurking around. Even though I got to a way healthier place in the course of a year, this energy was still taking life force energy from me. And you can see it. I'm actually going to put some pictures of when in the past of when this entity was still attached to me. So you can see these pictures that my face, my cheeks are sunken in. Like the life was actually taken out of my face. It was taken out of my body still. I didn't fully look like me. And I did question it. I definitely was like, okay, obviously there's something still wrong here. But I also surrendered to the fact that my physical vessel is just a physical vessel. Like I truly learned to love myself no matter what I looked like. And that's also something that was a part of that whole experience there is when you are on your knees wanting to live again, your physical vessel, you could care less. Or for me, at least, I was like, I don't even care what I look like. I just want to be able to love again. I want to be able to be with my family again. I want to be able to live again. I want to be able to share light with the world again. And however my vessel is supposed to look like, then that it's supposed to look like that. But when I quickly understood that this entity was also sucking the life out of my physical vessel still, or taking parts of it, that I was like, okay, this is actually wreaking havoc on my life still. There's still a healing that needs to be done here. And I'm going to fully remove this energy, this entity, because I had the courage to do so. And I knew deep down, this is part of my mission as well, to learn how to remove this energy from me so that I could help others do the same. It took a good amount of self-healing sessions that I did for myself, calling upon the Reiki energy to channel through me to locate this entity, these entities, where they were located in my system, calling upon the archangels, the angelic energy to be part of this healing process. And I removed the root of these entities from my core, sending it all back into the light, transmuting any of this darkness into the light. And slowly but surely, my vitality came back even more. So I feel wonderful. I removed every last bit of that energy from my system, and I have myself back. I really do feel like I've come into union with my vitality back. Vitality is your birthright. Health is your birthright. And I'm fully claiming that now. Even though I have been recovering over the past year and a half, I'm at that point where I'm like, wow, I really have let go of this energy that's been lurking around, and I'm ready to share it. I'm ready to share my wisdom and my learnings with you all. Another big thing that came with this journey is learning how to fully take my power back. So instead of giving it away to external energy or asking for so many signs, there's nothing wrong with asking for signs, but it's also important to be discerning about the signs you're getting as well, to make sure that you're not asking too much, or you're just going to allow energy that might try to confuse you to enter onto your path. So it really was about taking my own power back and me lighting the way forward on my own path. This actually strengthened my connection to my higher self and all the wisdom from my past lifetimes, and also strengthened my connection to the angelic realm as well, because your angels, all they want for you is for your soul to continue to evolve, to expand in consciousness, and to know that the power lies within you. They will always be there to help you, to guide you if you're steering off your path, but the power lies within you. As far as where I currently am when it comes to energy work in this present moment, I make sure to protect my energy on a daily basis. I also make sure to cleanse my energy on a daily basis. And something that you can do that's very, very simple to do, especially if you put the intention towards it, is envisioning this beautiful white light hovering at the top of your head and just circling around you, cleansing and protecting your energy all the way down to your feet. This is something that you can do on a daily basis, whether it be first thing in the morning or right before bed at night. It's very, very helpful. If you are working through any dense energy, or you feel like there's a cloud hanging over you, or any blockages that are happening in your life and you need some support, feel free to book a Reiki healing session with me in the description below. I would be honored to be part of your healing journey. And whether it be with me or any healer that you come across, I encourage you to find a healer that feels aligned for you, because we are meant to work with specific healers that are there to really be part of our path and ignite us on this path of healing. So again, I encourage you to find somebody that is in alignment with you, whether it be me family, or someone else. Whatever it is that you are experiencing, whatever it is that you are going through, whatever it is that you feel like is blocking you, just know that it does not have power over you. You are a vessel of light. You are a child of the light. You are source energy. So connect back to it. Let it emanate from within, and you will take your power back. I feel like I have so much more to say, but I'm going to trust that whatever was meant to flowed through in this video. And if there's any other follow-up messages, I'll make sure to share them in future videos as well. I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you for listening to my journey. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm sending you all so much love and so much light. May blessings and miracles flow your way today and every day. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.